We're just going to sit here awkwardly for a second. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, our peeps. How are ya?
We have our official new theme song. Are you ready for it?
Are you ready?
Mark
are you
and Brady
sure?
Aspinall, Fort Fun Friday Facts. Here we go.
You're not going to show it to him, huh?
Oh yeah. Okay, we'll do it again.
We'll do it again. Okay, ready?
All right. Done being ridiculous. Let's get on Fort Fun Friday Facts. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Valentine's Day, everybody.
We will figure out a way to make that an integral part
Hi, Kelly. Good morning.
of Fort Fun Friday Facts, the beginning and end. Just a little video editing.
Yeah, you know.
I'll mess with that another time.
It's Friday.
One step at a time. We got the theme song done fine. Right?
Yes.
We've been working on that theme song.
It's-
We finally got it down. It's perfection. I expect to be nominated for an Emmy next year or an Oscar or whatever I can win doing this. I
Can you
don't
play
know.
that one more time? It's just so funny. I'm laughing at myself.
Okay, if you're still watching and you haven't clicked over to the next video yet, we're going to jump in. And because it's Valentine's Day, we're going to talk a little bit, just touch on briefly what to do for Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
If you don't have plans for Valentine's Day, I really should have put Do Not Disturb on my phone because now I'm
Yeah,
going to
you're
get
distracted
constant
'cause you're
notifications. It's going
disturbed.
to be so distracting. If you haven't made plans for Valentine's Day, it may not be too late.
It's not too late.
There are some great options, especially in northern Colorado region. If you not sure what to do, looking for new ideas, just go visit Fort Collins. Has some great Valentine's Day specials that they're advertising. The Coloradoan also has a lot of great ideas for Valentine's Day. They actually had an article a couple days ago about last minute ideas for Valentine's Day. One of those is the Fort Collins Murder Mystery Dinner Theater.
Sold
Bad
out.
news, fellas, sold out.
Yeah.
Sold out this weekend, sold out next weekend. There's 2 days between now and the first part of April. So 2 times where there's still tickets available. So if you want to make up for it later, okay, that's a great idea. However, just Google Valentine's Day Fort Collins, Valentine's Day Northern Colorado. You could go to the City of Love, Loveland, and maybe get in a restaurant. If there's not a reservation available, might I suggest someplace very romantic, like it's a French place, Chick-fil-A or Chick-fil-A. I'm not sure how they say it. My French is not very good. Another great option would be a little more American, however, high-end burger joint. I believe it's called Wendy's. It's either Wendy's or Wendy. Yeah. So if you're not able to get a reservation because everything's packed, there's some fantastic ideas for you. Also, pro tip, guys. I mean, going on 12 years of marriage here. I'm a pro at Valentine's Day now. Romantic candlelit picnic inside your house.
Not up here because it's in the snow. That's not romantic.
Inside
the house, not outside. Inside
it's
the house.
planned. You've planned this. I mean, you've been working on this for weeks of having, you know what, it's so over commercialized to go out to a nice dinner and have some nice wine and food. I thought we'd just do something romantic and intimate and do an indoor picnic in the living room.
With the dogs trying to eat off your plate and the kids running around and Bria trying to take off her diaper.
And instead of candlelight, a flashlight. And the romantic I bet King Soopers probably will have 1 or 2 roasted chickens already for you. If not, I know Domino's will still deliver on Valentine's Day.
True.
Maybe they'll do a heart in, there you guys, there you go. Heart in the pepperoni. Pro tip. Boom. Fort Fun Friday Facts
Nailed
Pros
it.
here for you guys and ladies. Last minute is not really last minute as long as you don't give up. There's always hope. There's always hope.
Okay. I don't even know how to follow that. That was, it's Friday.
I mean, you really can't. Between the theme song and my brilliant advice for men, gift-wise, gentlemen, gifts.
He's still going. How do I handle this? Happy Valentine's Day, Kelly.
Pro
Love you
tip,
too,
gifts.
Chloe. I'm trying to interact with our audience.
You can wait till tomorrow and then go to like King Supers. Everything's going to be 50% off or more. And then you say you planned it that way because, again, over-commercialized. Other gift ideas.
Oh, no, better idea. Say you planned it that way because you love her more than just one day
There you
a
go.
year.
There you go. This is why I married you.
Yeah.
I love
See?
it. I
Okay.
love it. Also, final tip, and then we'll get on to the real stuff. I promise. Love coupons.
6 minutes.
6 minutes in. And we
He's
haven't
still
done-
going.
I can't help myself today. It's Valentine's
Oh,
Day.
yeah. See, mic drop.
Ah,
Thank you,
ah,
Chloe.
thank
Mic
you.
drop.
Thank you. All right. Take us on. What are the real Fort Fun Friday facts?
Fort Fun Friday Facts. So, speaking of developing the northern area and Loveland, Fort Collins, and French. I know you said you weren't really great on your French,
Not
but
great
that
on
was a great
French.
segue for me.
Yeah, yeah. it
So,
was. It was
there's a
fantastic.
few things going on here in the northern area, especially in Fort Collins, and it's all surrounding water preservation, what they're going to be doing for the population growth. So look that up on fcgov.com or fortcollinsgovernmentsite.com. But I kind of wanted to talk to you about the history of Fort Collins and how actually Fort Collins became to be. So it was all surrounding water, and it's surrounding the Poudre River, or Cache la Poudre. And Cache la Poudre was named, if you will, by the French because in the 1820s, some French traders got caught on the Poudre River during a massive snowstorm, appropriate for the weather we're having, and they had to stash all their gunpowder, or they had to cache all their gunpowder on the river. And so that actually means hide the powder. So cache the poudre means hide the powder. That is how it got named, and there's been some very interesting developments in it, and the Poudre River has been pretty volatile over the years. How Fort Collins came to be is in 1864, the military post here in Fort Collins was actually first established out in LaPorte, which is just north of Fort Collins on the other side of Horsetooth Reservoir. There's a fantastic breakfast place out there called Burns. You just have to go. I know everybody touts Johnson Corner's cinnamon rolls, which are very good.
French toast cinnamon roll.
However,
so
Burns has some fantastic. It's where all the hunters kind of stop to go up.
Yeah, Burns.
The Poudre.
We love you.
Anyway, so in 1864, there was a massive flood destroying the camp, which then they moved it to the Old Town location of Fort Collins now, which then became Fort Collins, which an actual fort was never built, but it's Camp Collins. So, you want to say hi? Hi, Dad.
Hi, Bill.
Hi, Bill. So, with that is kind of how Fort Collins actually came to be, is because of the Poudre River. The Poudre River has been very, instrumental in development. Here in Fort Collins, there is a manuscript right now up for review. It hasn't been reviewed since 2008, I believe, with the mitigation of land preservation because of flood risk. So if you're interested in that and how that development goes, you can also find that on fc.gov as well, or fcgov.com as well. In 1864, after the flood, the next big one that shaped a lot of the area was in 1904 during, it was kind of called bigger than 100-year flood. And to put that into perspective for you guys with that flood, right now, today, at the mouth, if you will, or of the Poudre here in Fort Collins is where that is called. There's about 270 CFS, and that is
cubic feet per second
of water flowing through that area. In the 100-year flood, they didn't get to record that because the technology wasn't great. However, bigger than the 100-year flood in 1904 got the city thinking about preservation, how they can protect the citizens, how they can protect population, wildlife, growth in the area. So fast forward to 2013.
On a roll today.
I know.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo. In 2013, it was more of a 10 to 25 year flood is what they're calling it. So it was smaller than the 100-year in 1904. However, in 2013, like I said, today it's around 270, just under 270 of cubic feet
Per second.
Today, during 2013, at the canyon mouth, it was 10,600 CFS that impacted the surrounding area.
But that's just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
And that was only a 10 to 25 year flood is what they're saying. So there's been some very interesting development around that. Right now, there's mitigation measures up for review. However, because of the 1904 flood, like I said, there was a lot of thought and love put into preservation of this area. And in September 2013, the flood resulted in that 10,600 CFS at the canyon mouth. And this flood event impacted most of the northern Front Range, destroying a lot of property. However, the Fort Collins did not have much damage because of the open space preservation and land use planning that minimized damage to structures. So there's a very successful plan here set in Fort Collins to make sure that the Poudre River, while it's amazing for fishing and hanging out around, playing in when it's in safe levels, it's beautiful, it can be destructive. Fort Collins really wants to make sure that we can enjoy it and use it for what it's great for. Mm-hmm. And it also, when water and it becomes destructive, we have a plan for safety as well. So you can look at that, mitigation measures. They have a problem identification map. They have a flood solution map and everything on fc.gov from there. On that note,
and if you guys remember the 2013 flood, I'm sure most of you do, it decimated a lot of Estes Park and the Lions and surrounding areas. We actually were fortunate enough, we went up right after the flood and were able to kind of give back and love on the local shop owners there. We actually went up there right before our first daughter was born and spent about a week there. Yeah. And just going around the city, you know, giving back into the community. And instead of going somewhere out of state, we decided to stay in state, go to Estes, support that community, and just love on them. And they're thriving once again. Yeah. It's amazing the turnaround. However, to continue on that, right now the city of Fort Collins is updating its plan for parks and recreation, and you can actually get involved if you have an interest in that. Again, going to fcgov.com, they are kind of looking at all the parks and rec, what we have in place now, what wants to be added, what needs to be completed, updated, whatever. And there's a lot of different ways you can get involved. So go to fcgov.com to find out how to get involved, to find out how to be a part of really improving the outdoor community that we already have and we're so fortunate to enjoy.
Yeah.
Because more parks, more open space, more trails is just good for, well, that's weird. That just
the other
screwed
video
up the other video. Anyway, You guys are amazing.
Yeah,
We've
so
had fun today.
and yeah, I just we're gonna go and see how we can get more involved in this. So
Ingolde.
because and we're done. Mic drop. Where's Coey? Are you mic dropping for us? I see. I need our mic drop, and we're out. No.
It is Friday.
Play our video. Play our video.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Are you guys ready?
I'm not prepared.
We did it at the beginning. He's not prepared. So, yeah. Love the Poudre River. Love what it provides. Here we go.